Alrighty, boys, we're back in the Galar region, and today I have no idea what's going to be happening, but hopefully Joe will make it to the next town with a gym.
Yeah, well, hopefully that will happen, Barry, but remember to like the video and subscribe, everyone. It really helps us out as we get ever closer to 20,000 subs.
Before that, we have to get through another gosh darn cave, Joe, and get interrupted by all the wild Pokemon in here, too.
And on top of that, we're going to get ambushed by Bede again, and looks like the fellow thinks he's going to beat us. And this time we have a much stronger team, too.
Nah, just watch this, boys. Our pink fellow here is going to get crushed like a walnut. And also, we need to get Larvitar close to evolving in the next few episodes, too.
Yeah, that should be one of our main priorities for now, Joe, alongside getting the rest of the gym badges.
Our man here still hasn't evolved any of his Pokemon to their second stage, it seems. And if he actually wanted to try beat us, then he should have made more of an effort to do that, the fool.
Agreed, and he even had the audacity to say we've grown a bit all because I one-shot his stupid little jelly bean.
Yeah, for now his team is weak as hell, but to be fair, Joe, it will eventually get a lot stronger, you know? We used one of those Solosis before and it was OP as hell.
Yeah, this little Gothita did a fair amount of damage to us, Joe, and we're a lot stronger than it is, so Barry's right. Bede could end up being a worthy rival in the late game.
Hot damn, this little thing is so strong. We're like 5 levels higher than it, using a stab move, and it's just tanking these hits like nothing.
Yeah, except Grassy Surge also heals him up too, Joe, so this ability I feel could be the end of us in the later game if we're not careful with it.
More than that, the moron is of course going to spam super potions and all that crap, and now we have to start all over again.
We just need to outspeed him once to get this Pokemon knocked out, Donald, and then only have 2 left. And for a battle after only 2 gyms, this rival really have more Pokemon than normal.
That's true, Joe. Usually our rivals have about 2 or 3 Pokemon at this point, but this guy has 4. Although saying that, they're all at their first stage of evolution, so it kind of balances out.
Well, his next Pokemon is a Hetena, which is one I don't really know much about, except Liko has one in the new Pokemon Horizons anime.
Yeah, she has one, Joe, although all it seems to do is cry and hide all the time. But for the people who've seen it, let us know if you're enjoying the new Pokemon series, and if you're not, then let us know why.
Oh, I'm absolutely loving it, Donald. Mostly because of that black shiny Rayquaza. It's the most overpowered thing ever, and spams Draco Meteor just nuking everything.
Of course, you'd like the Pokemon that acts as a Reaper drone, pretty much Obama LMFAO. But yeah, that shiny Rayquaza is probably the best thing about the show so far.
Ah, see, we've just taught Bite to Eve, Joe. A solid move for this stage in the game, although since we're evolving it into Umbreon, we probably should get Crunch on it.
Donald, wasn't that supposed to be a surprise or something? I mean, even I didn't know what it was going to be till your fat mouth blurted it out.
Oh shit, yeah, my bad, Obama. Pretend you all didn't hear that and instead focus on how we're getting killed by a My Little Pony Pokemon.
I killed the My Little Pony before it killed us, boys, so don't worry. And with that, Bede has lost yet another battle to fool, thinking he's some big shot or something.
Oh, hey, look, Eevee is actually trying to evolve right now, although I don't know if it'll be Umbreon yet. We should skip this for now.
Yeah, good shout, Obama. The only useful thing you've helped me with today, but still I need to check up if Umbreon evolves with a high friendship or something, too.
Well, look who we run into yet again. Team Yell causing more mischief in the caves, although I bet they were waiting for us or something.
We'll find out now since Hop has showed up, which means Joe has a double battle to get out of the way, which should be super easy. We probably don't even need Hop.
I'd like Hop to hop along if possible. The guy only gets in the way and will cause this battle to drag on compared to if I battled these grunts alone.
Considering you did, in fact, lose the first gym, Joe, I'd take all the help you can get LMFAO.
These guys are only causing trouble, so Marnie wins this whole gym challenge thing, though boys remember that, like in the anime. Because their hometown is just a ghost town, pretty much.
What do you expect when it looks the way it does, Barry? I mean, if Donald had a heart, he'd donate some money to that place, although saying that he'd donate money to himself and build a Trump Tower there.
No way would I build a Trump Tower in Spikemuth City, Joe. And calling that place a city is pushing it too.
Joe, focus on the battle, you donkey. We're about to die somehow because you're too busy ranting about a dumb peasant city.
Yes, sorry, I didn't realize how close we just got to death, although these 2 grunts have more Pokemon for us to battle holy hell.
I gotta say, though, the Galarian Lanoon looks way cooler than the normal Hoenn Region 1 or wherever it's from. It looks like a gangster Pokemon.
Suits you then, Donald. But anyway, the Fox Pokemon died, and now we're having to deal with Leopard, which just loves using Fake Out.
I want to know how this dumb sheep thing is still alive, though, Obama. If I was on the other side of this battle, the sheep is the first thing I'd take out.
It's not even worth attacking for them, Joe. because they know the only threat in this battle is us. And somehow, you've managed to keep me alive in this battle too.
OMG, this battle is taking longer than that one with Bede did. You were right, Joe. We should have just battled them ourselves. We'd be done by now if we did.
At least Razor Leaf can hit 2 Pokemon at once in double battles, Donald, so I can basically take these 2 on by myself.
Yes, true, Joe, because Hop and his sheep only seems to care about using defense curl, and they're sitting there like a loaf of white bread.
Well, the last Pokemon is only a silly little Pancham, so not like a big deal for us or anything, so let the sheep just sit there and eat grass or whatever else it does.
That Pancham can eat dirt now, though, boys, since I basically won this battle all by myself.
All right, good stuff, Joe. That's enough Team Yell for now, I think. Which means we can make our way out of this godforsaken cave and head into the next city.
God, they're so annoying, aren't they? Just as annoying as Team Skull, although they're both as bad as each other. Let's be honest.
Yeah, glad that's all done with, guys, and I think the next gym is going to be the fire one like we mentioned last time.
I gotta say, the fire-type gym leader in this game is one of my favorites along with Alistair, although I think we'll be battling B in this game.
Yeah, Alistair is great, although he's only available to battle in Pokemon Shield, I think. Also, on the point of playing the DLC in this game, we have mentioned it before, but we're still deciding on doing all that.
I would rather just jump to the next game in the series, which will probably be Storm Silver or Emerald Kaizo, one of those 2, and then Radical Red, as many of you have requested.
Hey, we just saw Kabu, guys, and he's going to be expecting us at the gym, which is right in the next town, although I swear we've just done a loop of Galar.
Him and his little fire types are going to get ruined, boys. I am very much looking for more battles now since our team is prepared like a Boy Scout.
And I'm the Boy Scout in question, Donald LMAO. But hey, looks like we have a few more routes to get through before a battle with Kabua, and this one is filled with Noctowl.
Yeah, Noctowl is a great Gen 2 Pokemon. And let's not forget how Ash caught a shiny one in the anime, which was the only shiny Pokemon he ever caught, actually.
We should definitely use one in a game one day, boys, or maybe one will pop up in a randomizer we will be doing too. Who knows?
Hey, Joe, it's nighttime, and this Eevee is going to be close to evolving, so maybe it'll actually be an Umbreon now.
Yeah, one of the reasons I switched to it, Donald, although I'm still not sure about its whole friendship level thing, but I have been playing with it off screen, so hopefully it's high.
Hey, I'm fairly certain you've fulfilled all the requirements for it to evolve into an Umbreon Joe. And the shiny form is probably one of the all-time greats, even if it's only a small change.
Well, we're going to find out after this stupid virus bat dies, although I love how Swoobat's nose is a little heart. It's so cute.
I love how you find something as dumb as that cute Donald, but you despise all fairy types like the Sylvan we used in our playthrough of Pokemon X and Y.
Granted, we did name that Sylveon Melania, which probably didn't make him feel any better, but it was still hilarious nonetheless. And here we go, boys. It's evolution time.
And hell yeah, we got the shiny Umbreon, everyone. I'm super stoked to use this little one now, and this Pokemon is for one of our members, Jazz, who's been patiently waiting for us to this Pokemon.
Yeah, thank you, Jazz, for helping to support the channel and more. So waiting so long for us to use shiny Umbreon. So this one is for you.
Yep, that's right. And with that, we've made it back to whichever city this is. I have no idea. And first things first is heading to the Pokemon Center.
Joe, stop wasting your time picking up those dumb feathers, bro. I can just get you any stat increasing drug you want later on, which do a lot more than a bunch of bird feathers.
True, those feathers are a bit crap. But anyway, we can cut to the next segment of this video, which should be that fancy hotel.
Oh yeah, it's Marnie, everyone. A really cool character we've mentioned earlier and probably seen too, although I can't remember if we have because I can't really remember anything, to be honest.
Well, Joe, she seems to want to challenge you right to a battle and basically cut all the small talk out, so here we go. You better not lose.
This is the warm-up battle against Kabu in my eyes, Donald, although I do like how she's using Dusk Balls for her Pokemon. Those are some of my favorite Pokeballs.
Dusk Balls always reminded me of those dark balls that Pokemon Hunter had in the Celebi movie with Suicune, if any of you remember that.
Oh, I do remember that, Barry. Those Pokeballs turned Pokemon evil if they were caught in them, and I think we need those in the games because they also made the Pokemon card a lot stronger.
Okay, and more important news, guys, our Larvitar just got nuked by a Scraggy of all things, which is completely ridiculous if you ask me.
If you knew anything about type matchups, Joe, which you should by now, but then again, you are our resident moron, you'd know that Scraggy is a fighting type, and it's super effective against rock.
And the idiot goes and sends out Umbreon, which is also weak to fighting too, which actually has shown us a major flaw in the team as of right now anyway. Two of our Pokemon is weak to fighting.
Well, soon we're going to have an ice type, which will also be weak to fighting, so we better have a Pokemon to counter that before we get to Bede's team, Joe.
Yeah, I did just realize that too, but we're also going to have a ghost type later on as well, and a psychic type berry, so I think we should be fine for Bede's gym.
I doubt we will have a Dreepy before Bede's gym, Joe, and that psychic type you're talking about is also the ice type too, so yeah, we need to think of proper strats in later battles.
Yeah, that's true too, Donald. So basically, B could be the end of us if we're not careful. And by we, I mean you, Joe, unless Jizzy Joe can come back for that battle.
I can't believe I'm struggling to beat a shitty little Scraggy like this, boys. This is so dumb. And you both said our team was a lot better now, but apparently not.
A carpenter never blames his tools, Joe, which is something we've said to you before and you obviously forgot. But anyway, you as a Pokemon trainer need to become better along with your team.
Oh, and she has one more Pokemon, which is Morpeko. And this little fella loves to eat and can turn hangry when you don't give it enough food, I think.
Yeah, and this thing is also really strong against our team too, Obama. It's like her whole team was built specifically to give us trouble, because Hop is the most useless rival we've ever had.
I wondered that during this battle, Joe. I would take Marnie as our real rival any day over Hop along Hop, who thinks having a damn sheep on his team will get him in the championships.
Marnie will always be the true rival, Donald, and going forward, I think that's how we should look at it. Hell, even Bede is a better rival than Hop.
Poor Hop is getting abused by Joe Biden of all people, LMFAO. But anyway, now Marnie has been dealt with. Let's head straight to the gym.
Yup, here we are all changed into our ridiculous uniform with Joe's stupid age as the number we chose. You know 81 is really old, Joe, just FYI.
You're old too, Donnie, old boy, but here we go, everyone. The fire-type gym puzzle is what we have to take on first. And at least we aren't hurting any sheep this time.
Yeah, I think the goal of this gym puzzle is to run into the grass and encounter the Pokemon in it and either catch it or battle it, so you get a choice, Joe.
I say we kill them all since the Pokemon in here are all crap to begin with. And also, we don't need a fire type, to be honest.
Okay, well, looks like the first Pokemon in here is a Vulpix, and it's the normal Kanto one, which isn't my favorite because the Alon one looks way prettier.
Okay, remember, Joe, you can't let that other trainer beat it before us or catch it either, although I don't know if they're even able to do that.
LMFAO. Because I'm such a G, Donald, I caught this little fire fox with one Pokeball. How good am I?
Yeah, well done, Joe, but it was like a level 15 Vulpix or something, and you got lucky with that catch, too.
Jealousy doesn't suit you, Barry, but anyway, boys, I cut to the gym battle here for the sake of time, since that gym puzzle was boring as hell, and this battle is going to be way more interesting.
Oh, wow, doesn't this stadium look so cool, guys? It's all red, and even the battlefield is red, too. I bet Fire Lord Ozai would approve of this.
Fire Lord Ozai would be too busy burning all the fans inside the stadium, Donald. But anyway, Joe, I hope you're ready now for the third battle of our Pokemon Sword journey.
Kabu is looking serious, Obama, but I think I got this, so don't worry. Nessa lost almost instantly, and so will this fire fellow, too. He stands no chance.
Okay, damn, his first Pokemon is a Ninetales, and we've only got our tiny little Larvitar to go up against this thing, Joe. So what's the strat gonna be?
Well, we have 3 moves which are super effective against this thing, Donald, so I'm fairly confident now that this loser is going to, in fact, lose.
I mean, yeah, we did just one shot. That Fox with Rock Tomb, which shows the power of our little Larvitar boys. It's just too good, isn't it?
Okay, well, he sent out Arcanine now, which is a great Pokemon. And did you know in the early days they almost made this one a legendary?
Yeah, I believe to this day it's called the legendary Pokemon, Donald, for that reason. And then they made the Hisui form, too, which I think looks even more cool.
It looks really intimidating standing above us like that, too, doesn't it? And it also somehow survived a direct hit from Rock Tomb as well.
And because Joe's an idiot, he didn't bring any full heals or burn heals, and all we have are stupid little potions still, and we're at the third gym.
All right, yeah, that was another oversight by yours truly, and now thanks to my own incompetence, our Larvitar got killed by a burn of all things.
And to make ourselves look even more stupid, Joe, you're resorting to using a Pokemon. We didn't even want to catch for this battle or the game even.
Seriously, this guy is such an idiot that we'll soon need a new word to describe his crappy Pokemon battle skills. I mean, out of the 3 of us, I'm the only one who's actually good now.
Okay, I thought using Spite would have been more helpful, but turns out it does jack shit, and now Vulpix is probably going to die too.
I'd like to backtrack a minute and go back to Donald saying he's now the best at everything or whatever it was. Donald, you know that's not true.
Joe, you should have used Confuse Ray instead, you dumbass, and also it is true, Barry, because you were atrocious as a trainer in Ultra Sun, and now Joe is following in your footsteps.
Okay, yeah, that was oversight number 2. I should have used Confused Ray, but at least Vulpix is dead, and we get a free switch to Umbreon.
Yeah, you're so lucky. Quick Attack saved you there, Joe, and also that Arcanine was literally on 1 health point left, and now Kabu is going to be sending out his Gigantamax Pokemon.
He could send out a goddamn Mega Gigantamax, Terrestrialis, Arceus with a Flame Plate for all I care berry. My confidence has returned, and I'm so ready to crush him.
Okay, 2 points, Joe. Number 1, you'd lose that battle if he sent out Arceus, and number 2, why are you using the Pokemon we caught during the trial? This Litwick was a mistake, too.
This Litwick is going to be our savior, Donald, since we have no other Pokemon to battle Kabu with, since I also don't have revives to get our Larvitar back to life.
Wow, and the idiocy continues. Joe, if you forget any more important items, I swear to all that's holy, I will banish you from this realm and you can go sit by yourself in the corner for the duration of this playthrough.
And to make matters worse, we have to battle a giant worm with nothing but a candle.
Excuse me, Donald, but you loved Chandelure in our Pokemon White playthrough, or whichever one we used it in, and now you're bashing poor Litwick.
That's true, everyone and their mom loves Chandelure, but using a Litwick in a fire gym is kind of pointless, Joe. And I doubt its ghost typing will help much.
Yeah, see, Obama stated what I was just about to Joe. Using Litwick here is kind of pointless, but then again, we don't really have a choice, do we?
Yeah, I didn't really have a choice, Donald. And the best move we have on this thing is Hex of all things, which does absolutely no damage at all.
I think you should just let Litwick die, Joe, and get a free swap in again. And I thought this battle would go like Nessa's one last time since you hyped up Larvitar so much, but apparently not.
This is just getting worse and worse, and now, Joe, the best thing to do would be to send out our shiny Umbreon and hope for the best.
Well, in good news, boys, this centipede thing will lose its Gigantamax in about another turn or 2, which means I can Gigantamax and crush him. That was my plan all along.
Oh, it's back to normal already, Joe. So, go on, let's see this strat you've been preparing all this time for, and if it doesn't work, you're banished.
I second that. Let's see this, Joe. And how about we train a lot more after this gym, too, and at least get our starter fully evolved?
Hey, you see that, guys? My strat is paying off already, although in hindsight, I should have just Gigantamaxed Larvitar from the get-go.
From hindsight, Joe, there's a lot of things you could have done, and number 1 on that list should have been not even playing.
You can't talk, Barry, but I wonder how Jizzy Joe would have done in this battle instead. I bet he'd have won about 10 minutes ago at least.
Forget him, Donald, because I'm about to win right now. Your boy Joe Biden beat this little fireworm and his trainer, too.
Yeah, and no one knows how that even happened with the way you were playing today, Joe, seriously. And you don't even deserve a well done either.
Wow, he finally did it. Joe, please never try to do a speed run because it would be the most embarrassing thing you've done in this life.
Hey, falling down the stairs of Air Force One was pretty embarrassing, and so was that bicycle incident, too, so this doesn't even come close.
Alrighty, boys, that now makes 3 gym badges we've collected, and we're 6 episodes in, which goes to show how much talking the characters in this game love to do. Holy hell.
Yeah, that's 3 down and 5 more to go. Hopefully the next ones don't end up like this one, Obama.
Well, at Joe's current rate. He messed up the first gym, but did well on the second one, but then made a mess of this gym being the third, which means the 4th gym should go well.
I'd appreciate if you, too, would stop calculating my wins and losses like that and check it out. We just got the fire uniform, boys, so now I can dress up to look like Kabu.
Hang on, Joe, you gotta wait till we reach Winden or whatever that big town is because they have the best clothes there, so that's when you should change your drips.
All right, Donald, that sounds like a plan. And I guess that means the only thing to do now is head to the next city with the 4th gym and I can crush them too.
Check it out, guys. My beautiful Nessa and that grass guy have all come to see us off. Shame I can't spend more time with her, though.
Kabu is going on about how the gym leaders we're going to be facing up next, Joe, are really tough, so I think doing some training in the wild area like I mentioned earlier would be best.
Yeah, I was thinking we'd go and take on more raid dens in here since I'm a lot stronger now, and we should be able to actually win in them.
The team is a lot stronger, yes, Joe, but you yourself are still not ready to take on those raid dens. I say we come back to them after beating the 4th gym leader.
Oh, and Mr. Pink is showing his face to us again, boys, and on that note, I think it's time to end this episode.
Good shout, Donald. So yeah, thank you for watching, everyone, and please remember to hit the like and subscribe buttons and consider becoming a member if you want to help support the channel.
And I gotta now dump that stupid Vulpix and Litwick into the PC where they'll both never see the light of day again.